The Christmas Bell. It was Christmas Eve, and the Anders family was at their wits' end. The tree just wouldn't stand up. Every time they set it in its stand, it tipped to one side, no matter how many times they adjusted it. The trunk was straight, the stand was sturdy, but something was wrong. Little Sadie, who had been eagerly decorating the tree with sparkly ornaments, looked up with sad eyes. Grandpa had always told them stories about the Christmas tree standing tall, no matter what. The magic of the season, making everything just right. But this year, nothing seemed to be going their way. Finally, they gave up, leaving the tree leaning slightly against the wall. They decided to try again in the morning. Later that night, long after the kids had gone to bed and the house had quieted down, something strange happened. A soft tinkling sound, like the gentle chime of a bell, echoed through the house. It wasn't loud, but it was clear enough to wake Mom, who sat up in bed, eyes wide. She glanced at Dad, who was still snoring softly beside her. The tinkling sound came again, faint yet unmistakable. She slid out of bed and tiptoed down the hallway toward the living room. As she rounded the corner, her breath caught in her throat. The tree, which had been leaning only hours before, stood perfectly straight. No wobbling, no tilting. Just tall and proud in the corner of the room. And hanging from one of the branches was an ornament she had never seen before. It was a small, delicate bell made of polished brass with a small ribbon hanging from it. It gleamed in the soft light of the room as if it had been there for years. She walked closer, her heart racing. That bell. It looked familiar, though she couldn't quite place it. She reached out and gently touched it, and in that moment a memory flickered in her mind. It was her father's bell. Her father used to hang it on their tree every year when she was little, telling the story of how it had been passed down from generation to generation, a symbol of family, love, and Christmas magic. But how did it get there? Had one of the kids found it and hung it up? She went back to bed, wondering if she had imagined the whole thing. But the next morning, she couldn't wait to tell the family. When the kids came downstairs, they gasped. The tree stood as if it had been perfectly arranged, the ornaments shining brightly on each branch. And there, at eye level, hung the small bell, shimmering in the morning light. "Mum, what's that bell?" Sadie asked, pointing. "It's so pretty." Mum smiled, her eyes twinkling with something more than just Christmas cheer. "That's Grandfather's bell. He used to hang it on our tree every year." Dylan's eyes widened. "But we didn't put it there." "That's right," Mum whispered, gazing at the tree with a soft smile. "I think someone else did." The family stood around the tree in a quiet moment of wonder. Maybe it was magic. Maybe it was the spirit of Christmas. But whatever it was, they all felt it. Grandfather's love, the family's bond, and a quiet sense of peace. The bell had returned. And with it, the magic of Christmas was alive in their home once more.